Are you kidding me? I knew I should not have waited this long. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is StellaTheLight, and I am officially 6 weeks postpartum, coming here to give you a 6-week postpartum update.
Thank you, CalmiGo, for sponsoring this video. Long story short, this is a game changer for my anxiety. More on that device later, but let's get started with my postpartum update.
You will have to bear with me, one, because I just got done riding, so I'm sweaty, I'm weird. I just thought I have a minute here because he's still napping back there. I did just hear him whimper a little bit, so he might wake up. Sometimes he does like his little whimper in sleep. He has like 45-minute cycles in his sleep where he kind of gets, I don't know, that's a whole other story. But so hopefully I can make it through most of this video. I'll start out by giving you my 6-week update. So I just went to my midwife this morning and got my 6-week checkup. It's actually been about 6.5 weeks, and everything went pretty well. They just ask you how you're doing mentally. They do a little checkup to see if everything's healing right and doing right. And yeah, so I went there. Mentally, I said, you know, I'm feeling a little bit tired. I'm feeling, you know, I do get scared sometimes of little things here and there, like, is he crying too hard? Is something wrong? You know, just normal mom stuff. So they ask you if you have good support at home. Of course, I have good support at home. So I want to go over. She did do a little bit of a check on my pelvic floor. She said everything looks good. Things are generally weaker, just because you're going through a lot of trauma, as well as your estrogen being low still, especially breastfeeding. My estrogen is still low, and that is what helps loosen things up so the baby can make his way out. She said everything feels great. As weird as that sounds, everything feels great. You know, she did a few muscle tests and she said everything is just great. So again, do your pelvic floor work pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, after pregnancy. If you're not pregnant, if you're a man, your pelvic floor is so important. Take care of it. So what else did she do? She asked about breastfeeding. Everything was great with that. She asked, oh, my diastasis recti. I probably just said that so wrong. She checked that. So she had me lay down, cross my arms, and then lift my head up and, you know, kind of clench my belly. And what happened is she said I have a 2-finger, sorry, my shirt is sweaty. I have a 2-finger up here. So like right here, I have a 2-finger separation that she could feel. Down here, I had absolutely none. I thought it was going to be the opposite because my belly was so big down there and really wasn't big up here. So I found that interesting. So that is where I'm at with the diastasis recti. She said I can start doing like sit-ups and stuff. I've never done sit-ups before, like I didn't do crunches or sit-ups before, so that is irrelevant, but I guess she basically was saying you're okay to work your core more. I feel pretty comfortable with that, I guess. I just want to take it easy though. I don't do anything harsh anyways. I like riding my bike. That's my go-to. It's great for your pelvic floor, really great because it's low impact. Running is very high impact. Not sure if I'll run again after this. Just want to keep my body as healthy as possible for my next pregnancy because I felt really good this pregnancy, and I don't know. I love running. I love it. It's just so high impact. It feels so good, but it's brutal. It's brutal on the body, so might just stick to biking, walking, hiking, yoga, those kind of things. We'll see. Now, Icarus, his 6-week update. The past 3 or 4 days, he has been a little bit.
Becoming a parent changes every aspect of your life. You are now being depended on by a little human every minute of every day. You get less sleep, but more responsibility. This can cause higher stress levels and anxiety and fear. CalmiGo is a completely drug-free device that provides immediate relief of anxiety, panic attacks, and stress by regulating your breathing pattern and stimulating senses. Not only that, but it can help when you have insomnia or feel that you become overwhelmed. I can use this anywhere at any time because it's so small, and I always keep it next to me at home or in my diaper bag when we are out. I can even carry it in my pocket if I need to. CalmiGo has a learning mechanism that adapts to your performance in real time. so it will know your specifics of breathing. I've been using mine for a few weeks now, and the difference in my mental stability and ability to calm down is out of this world. Click the link in my bio and use my code StellaTheLight. But hurry, the code expires in just a few days.
The past 3 or 4 days, he has been a little bit... Oh, he's screeching again. He has been a little bit hectic. He's going through a what do they call it? A leap is what they call it. So he's going through a leap right now, and that just causes him to feel very overwhelmed. So his sleep has been a little bit off, nothing insane, I can't complain, and he's just been a little bit fussier than normal. He's not like a long crier, but he does cry, and even if it's the most it's ever been, it's like 5 minutes, and it just scares me. I think that's my biggest thing, is that when he cries, it scares me, and it makes me think that he's hurt, because when infants cry, when newborns cry, it's very intense, and that can feel 10 times more intense for mom, especially when I'm here by myself, and I'm like, I get like this weird thought in my head of like, is he okay? Because he's crying so hard right now. But then 2 minutes pass and he calms down, and I'm like, what was that even? Like, what just happened? So we're going through that, and that's fine. I have to keep reminding myself he is only 6 weeks, and I need to give him a break. I need to let him do his thing and just be that constant comfort for him. So I try my best to just keep my calm, do the things that I know soothe him. They don't develop self-soothing techniques until months and months in, so maybe 4, 5, 6 months. So it's important for you to soothe them. I don't believe in the cry it out method. I've heard so many random nonsense stories about moms being like, I let my baby cry for 20 minutes, 30 minutes before I go get them. No, I mean, to each his own, and you can do what you want, but I could never. I get my baby. I mean, I understand if he's crying a little bit, whimpering, like right now, I'm not going to go get him because I can hear little, like, whimpers here or there, but that's just a whimper. It's like I'll film it if I can. I don't want to try to mimic it right now. But yeah, so he'll do like little whimpers, and that's just him kind of waking up a little bit, or maybe having a dream or something. I don't know. It's nothing. He's not that frantic crying, like an actual cry of like, I need you, or I'm uncomfortable, or whatever it is. They do it for a reason. So pick him up, change him, feed him, whatever needs to be done. So we are not on much of a schedule sleep-wise, but he does go down around 7 or 8 o'clock, and he does wake up around 7 o'clock in the morning every single morning. That's just how it goes. He has longer stretches at night, and during the day his naps vary from 20 minutes to 2 hours. Like, they're so random, and I kind of just let him vibe and do his thing, because there's no way, you don't want an overtired newborn, basically. He has gotten overtired before, and then he will not sleep for hours, and that is not good. You do not want an overtired newborn, like, no. Finally got him to take a bottle. It's been 3 days of that, and he will only take it earlier in the day when he's not as cranky. At night, he just wants to eat and go to sleep. And trying to fuss with a bottle is just too much for him. The plastic in his mouth freaks him out, which I totally get, because the comparison of a warm breast compared to a cold piece of plastic, I mean, logically, and it's what he's used to. So, you know, I try to do that every morning. It takes me about 5 or 10 minutes to kind of get him to finally understand that if he starts sucking on the cold piece of plastic, milk will come out, and then he's all for it. So it's going to just be a consistency thing, I think, with that, and then once he gets the hang of it, we'll be able to do it whenever. But again, 3 days, I have to keep remembering and reminding myself, it's only been a few days of trying this. He will get the hang of it over the course of a couple weeks, and then it will just be, and he will take a bottle, and he will take a breast, and he will do both, and it will be perfectly fine. I just want that capability. I said it on my Instagram, just so that Damon can take over a feeding or two, so that I can get a break at times, you know, with feeding him, and somebody else can feed him. If my mom wanted to take him, or Damon's mom wanted to take him for the day, I want them to be able to take him and bond with him and be alone with him. And if I was breastfeeding only and no bottle was given, then it would be either I have to come and feed him every 2 or 3 hours, or, you know, have to be there with them the whole time. So I would prefer, you know, him to be able to be with other people who love him and bond with them. And I don't know, I just think it's important. I think it's an important thing, and I'm in love with breastfeeding. I think it is the coolest thing ever. I feel very empowered doing it, but at the same time, it's important for me to have, you know, independence, is that what it is? And same with him. It's important for both of us to have that independence, I think. I think that that's good for us both. Trying to think if I have any other updates. I don't think I do. It's getting colder here. I'm hoping for snow soon. I got him a little snowsuit off of Facebook Marketplace, and I'm excited to take him out in the snow for the first time. He got his tongue tie fixed. That's a big one. So we went and got his tongue tie lasered. It healed within a week. We go on the 6th for a checkup, and that's in a couple of days. So I'll let you know how that goes. I think it went well. I didn't get it done for breastfeeding reasons. Most people get it done because of a bad latch. So they get it done because the baby can't latch properly. He latched fine and he was eating fine. He did a little bit of clicking, which he still does a little bit of clicking, but that's not necessarily terrible. I have a heavy letdown, so that might be the reason. We just got it done so in the future he doesn't have speech or eating problems. Babies who have tongue ties tend to have speech issues, and then you have to spend a lot of money on speech therapy, or they just talk slower and different and things like that, which I guess is fine, but I know several adults, including my dad, who have a tongue tie that they never got fixed, and they just had a lot of issues, dental issues, because when you don't get your tongue tie fixed, it causes a narrow palate, which then causes issues with swallowing and your teeth growing in. It's a whole realm of things that I thought, you know what, let's do this now. And all they do is laser under there very quickly. Not that it was fun to watch. So that went okay, everything's fine with that. And now he has like a new tongue, so you can tell his jaw was a little bit tired, because he's moving muscles that he's never moved before, which is so interesting to me, because even in my womb, when his tongue grew, it grew in tongue-tied, so he was only moving it, and they suck and swallow in the womb, so he was only sucking and swallowing with that tongue, and then when he came out, he was only sucking and swallowing, and then, you know, he gets this free tongue that's like flapping all over the place, and it's different. It's a different feeling for him. So, you know, about 5 days in, I could tell his mouth, he does this little quivery thing when his mouth gets fatigued, when his muscles get fatigued, and you could tell he was struggling, and he just wanted to eat more, but he really couldn't because it was just hard for him. Okay, so and that's generally it. I'm still. Yeah, that's about it. I do want to say one last thing. A lot of people have asked about my weight or my pre-weight and have I gotten back to my weight and how to get your body back. My biggest tip for that is take care of yourself prior to and during your pregnancy, and you won't even have to think about that afterwards. You know, your body's not going to go back to normal right away. My body's still not back to normal. Things are still loose. My belly still feels a little bit weird. All those things, but I generally, you know, took care of myself during my pregnancy and before my pregnancy, and I haven't had to really think about those things, and I also don't really care that much because I feel very good. So whenever I feel good, I tend to like unfocus from the ego-driven side of things most of the time. It's hard not to. I know that we live in a world where, you know, body shape, size, things like that, they matter in the world, and we can say as much as we want that they don't, but in the back of everyone's head, they do, and we can work hard to try to drop that ego and make them way less important, so put them way down on the list of important things of what you need to be and how you need to feel, but it's still there. That's again another story. So I'm feeling really good. I will say again and again, eating plant-based and living this lifestyle is the #1 reason why I think I even was able to have a baby and carry my baby. I will always root for this plant-based lifestyle. It has given me everything that I have. It has given me a beautiful son, beautiful healthy son. It has given me all of the opportunities that I have in life. Such good health, such high energy, amazing digestion. I will never get over this and how beautiful living this lifestyle is and how simple it is and how it becomes second nature within the first 6 months. It's like I can remember vividly being like, wow, I am now who I truly am meant to be because I chose plant-based. In the beginning, I was like, this is weird, this might not be for me, I don't know, like, is vegan right for me? You know, I was like skeptical of the vegan lifestyle, of course, protein, and now I'm like, oh my god, this is it, and it's 8 years later. That is that. I would love to go more in depth on exactly how I've taken care of myself through this pregnancy. And how it has made the pregnancy the most enjoyable time. Like, I can honestly say that being pregnant was the most fun time ever. Like, I loved being pregnant, and I can't wait to do it again. I'm gonna give myself some time for sure, but I can't wait. I can't wait to have more babies and do all the things with them, and ooh, I just love it. I love all of it. And I love being a mom. Being a mom is so fun. It's already so fun. And I'm so excited to experience everything with my little Icarus. Alright guys, I think that's about it. If you have any questions, please always leave them in the comments. Any advice for me, questions, concerns, anything that you want to leave in the comments, please do. I always love answering your questions and answering your comments, and just knowing that you guys enjoy these types of videos. If you have any video suggestions, you can leave them down below. And if you can, like this video, subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in going plant-based, you can visit my website, StellaTheLight.com. Hit the contact me button and tell me your story and why you want to go plant-based. Alright guys, I hope I see you in the next video.